So,
What's
hey,
up, man?
what's up? Yeah, my name's Kevin. My question to you is, why do you think you'd attract a woman? Like you're saying, all these women are. Why do you think you're attracting a woman that is not a? And do you think you'll find that woman or your future wife doing what you're doing?
Okay, so you're asking me, how do I attract a woman that's not a whore?
Yeah, I'm just saying, how do you think you attract the woman that you're looking for that is not a or a whatever you're calling those women out there?
Well, I mean, it's not just about attracting them. You have to vet them once you attract them. You have to vet them for 6 months to 1 year because, you know, girls always put on a certain front in the beginning that they're not 304s. So it's on you as the guy to kind of put her through her paces and have a vetting period.
But how will you do that specifically? Could you walk us through it? Or why would you attract a woman like that, you know?
Oh, so you're basically saying, like, how do I get girls?
I'm not talking about girls, I'm talking about a wife. You're talking about
I'm being
you
extremely
don't
selective.
like hookup culture, so I'm asking you how you get a wife, you know?
Yeah. I'm saying I'm very selective. Like, I don't just wife up anybody.
So are you planning on wifing up somebody?
Probably not anytime soon.
When?
Well, I got some goals that I got to hit first before I think about, like, settling down, you know? The mission comes first.
Yeah, I mean, what's your mission then? Or tell us more about that. I mean, you don't have your whole life to make kids and get a wife, right?
Well, you actually have significantly more time as a man to do that.
Say it again.
I said as a man, you actually have significantly more time to be able to build a family than a woman. Women have a finite amount of time to have children. We don't have to necessarily abide by that biological time clock.
Do you think it's good to be hooking up as a man?
Hooking up as a man?
I'm saying, like, do you think it's good to hook up with many women as a man then? Do you think that helps finding your wife?
Now, I think in today's society, with the way women are, it is something that helps you quite a bit with vetting out girls that are worthy of a relationship versus ones that aren't, because women nowadays are more promiscuous than ever before. So if you're not able to identify these types of women and not commit to them, and you commit to one accidentally, well, it'll ruin your life.
I mean, why do you have to have sex with a woman to find out if she's like the one?
Well, here's the thing. A lot of guys get controlled via sex, right? So their girl pussy whips them. That's why the term is called pussy whipped in the first place. They get pussy whipped, and then they do everything that she says. But if you're able to be in a relationship where she can't leverage sex against you, and you're able to be like, no, or, you know, be able to be the dominant figure, regardless of whether she gives you sex or not, her power is gone. That's where I want men to be, with that abundance mindset.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the science behind it, but I'm pretty sure there is also evidence in general for men too. If you hook up with too many women, that you're not able to build that serious relationship anymore, and you're detached.
Not nearly to the same degree, because for us, we don't have the same emotional connection to sex that women do.
Maybe that's true to an extent, for sure.
It's very true.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's it. Thanks. Hey, I'm back again.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't finished the conversation before, but so basically, how old are you? I don't know how old you are. Or,
how old am I?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, 36? Okay, no, I was just wondering, you're kind of, or don't you think it's a little hypocritical of you that you're 36, you're talking about having a traditional family and everything, but you're still hooking up with people, and you're saying that's acceptable as a man. So when do you think you'll have a family? Because 36, you know, you'll turn 40, and then 50's already around the corner.
Well, here's the thing. Number one, I got a bunch of goals that I got to hit first. And then number two, it'd be irresponsible for me to have a family at this point, right? So I'm kind of waiting until I have things in play, and then I'll go ahead and have that family. But one of the benefits is man, you don't necessarily have to have a family as soon as a woman, right? Like for us, it takes time. Here's the thing. The things that make a man attractive take time to acquire. Status, resources, competency, life experience to be a good leader. So for me, I'm not going to have a family until I'm ready. And then also when I'm probably not in the limelight as much.
So what's the definition of a traditional man then for you? Because you're talking about traditional families and that the divorce rate is high. Don't you think that the hookup culture of men also contributes to that?
So being a protector and a provider is what a man's supposed to do. But luckily for us, we can do that later on in life.
No, 100%. But I mean, I feel like you didn't fully answer my question. What I'm asking more, let's say in the past, like people say always, oh yeah, in the past it was better, we were more traditional, people were always together. But in the past, the man also didn't hook up like they do nowadays.
Yeah, because that you have to deal with the new norm. women now are not the women of before from traditional society, right? So like it's not 1956, it's 2026, and women have changed significantly. So guys have to arm themselves with certain skill sets that they didn't have back then to deal with the new normal and dating landscape that we have now.
I don't know who's this song from, but there is a song, it's called It's a Man's World. And I mean, if you believe like the man's like, he's setting the standard and he should be superior and like being the leader, I think that the man should also be the leader in terms of that. If a man, you're basically just following into the system if you're hooking up, you know? So you're just fueling it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm able to wake up a bunch of guys, tell them what it is, use my platform to do that, and tell them this is what you should be looking for, right? Don't be in a rush to settle down. Don't be in a rush to commit to girls that don't deserve that long-term relationship, because the reality is girls are going to do what they're going to do anyway. We're way far gone past going backwards.
The girls only are able to do it if the man is doing it as well.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to explain to you, though, is that we live in a gynocentric social order, okay? What I mean by this is the female way of thinking and what women want typically comes first. So what men need to do is deal with this new normal, understand that women have changed, adapt to that, and then once you find a girl that's worthy,
Why
then
do
you
we
give
have
her.
to
You gotta
adapt?
let me finish, bro. You just yapping.
Sorry. I'm not yapping. You're
just-
the yapper
just
right
yapping.
here. No.
So-
hey, be respectful. You know,
Yeah, but
as well.
dude, you keep interjecting and asking these like ridiculous questions.
Because
I'm
you're
trying to explain to
avoiding.
you.
You're not fully answering the
Because
question.
I am answering it, but you just
okay,
don't like the
yeah,
answer.
keep
You're asking
keep
again
going.
another way. That's what it is.
Keep
You just
going.
don't like the answer. And I'm trying to explain to you that times have changed and men need to have different skill sets that they had before so they can deal with the new landscape and find and vet girls that are worthy of a relationship, and have the only way they're going to get these skill sets is being with women and figuring it out.
But why do we have to adapt and can't change the standard? You know what I mean? Again,
Because-
otherwise the world won't change. If we
Because
just adapt,
women are not going to concede.
then it won't change.
Women are not going to concede any of the ground that they've gained. You're not going to get them back in the kitchen forcefully, even though that'd be awesome. They're not going to stop going to school. They're not going to stop getting a career. They're not going to stop earning money and trying to be their own, female boss. Feminism has been doing this for several decades. So all you can do is adapt to the new normal, find a girl that's worthy, then give her the traditional treatment if she deserves it.
But now we're again to the same question. Why do you have to hook up to achieve that, you know? So,
Because you need to be able to identify girls that are not worthy of a long-term relationship.
okay. I mean, I don't fully agree with you, but that's all right. So, have a good
Okay,
one.
if you got a boxing match, are you going to train?
Yeah, I'm gonna train.
Okay, so what if I told you that in 10 years you have the biggest fight of your life where half your money's on the line, your children are on the line, everything that you work for is on the line? Wouldn't it make sense for you to train before that boxing match?
It will make sense to train, yeah.
There you go. You got to these first and figure it out.
But that's not the best metaphor you chose right now, but I know. So it's all good.
Okay.
It was good talking to you.
I think everybody else gets it.